Good evening. The government's controversial plans to start running ferry services from Ramsgate if Britain leaves the EU without a deal could be left in tatters tonight if local councillors vote to stop funding the port. Thanet District Councillors are looking to cut their budget by £1.8 million, and the port of Ramsgate currently costs the authority more than £700,000 a year.
Well, ministers want to start up a ferry service between Ramsgate and Ostend if cross-channel traffic through Dover is disrupted after Brexit. But that could prove impossible if the cuts are approved tonight, as Peter Whittlesey reports.
Benefiting from Brexit, a month ago the announcement that a £13.8 million contingency plan would kickstart a ferry service from Ramsgate raised hopes. But on the eve of Thanet District Council scaling back the port's ship-ready status, no deal has been signed with seaborne freight. And one local MP says it's time to stop shelling out cash on the hope of a ferry service.
Well, it's been my view for many years that the real potential for commercial ferries out of Ramsgate, I think those days are gone. And the seaborne opportunity, backed by the government for part of the resilience planning for Brexit, I think has to be the last chance. If this doesn't work, I really think we should be turning a page on Ramsgate Port and doing something rather more exciting and what's right for the modern age.
Thanet District Council has tough choices to make because it needs to save £1.8 million from its annual budget of £16.5 million, which means £730,000 of funding for the port of Ramsgate could go, which would make it impossible to resume cross-channel sailings in light of a no-deal Brexit. But campaigners say taxpayers' money has been wasted on years of negotiations with seaborne freight that have failed to deliver, even before the company won a government contract.
If the contract isn't signed tonight, and that doesn't look very likely, then we will definitely see job losses at the port. And going forward, with the scale of these cuts that are coming through from central government, it has to be said, those cuts are going to affect local jobs.
But others say the council has a difficult path to tread.
Fairly poor area, this, and to spend that type of money on a loss-making scheme, it seems a bit ridiculous.
Look at this as the infrastructure there to have all these vehicles come to and from Ramsgate. I don't know.
I think that the money should be spent on something that is going to benefit the area rather than a contingency plan for a no-Brexit deal.
But even at this 11th hour, the Department for Transport says it will continue to have conversations with stakeholders to re-establish a ferry service at Ramsgate.
Well, Peter joins us from Margate now. And Peter, none of the parties there have overall control of the council, so how will the vote go?
Well, this is a minority Conservative administration. They have 22 councillors out of 56. So it's far from clear whether this controversial budget will be voted through. There are some people that believe the council should carry on paying until Brexit, just in case this deal can be pulled off and a service can start again. Meanwhile, seaborne freight is saying that their plans to reintroduce a ferry service are progressing well and a ferry service is due in March. What's perplexing is the Port of Ostend is saying that time span is unrealistic and cannot happen.
OK, Peter, thank you.